Hey guys, and welcome to my page. Today we're going to be looking at what I've learned through making YouTube videos over the last 2 months. Now, if you guys know, there's a ton of lessons you can learn in YouTube that also apply outside of YouTube. So in your worldly tasks, in your assignments and projects, these tips will benefit you in all aspects of your life. So I would pay attention even if you aren't making YouTube videos. So without any further ado, let's get into tip number 1. So the first tip is you want to keep your videos simple. Now there's 2 reasons for that. One, let's say you're trying to come up with the perfect video. You want to get the audio right, you want to get the video right, you want to add animations, tracking, everything. You want to get the lighting right, the audio, everything. I think I said audio twice. And in the process, you make a very distracting video. And the truth is, you're not going to be able to learn everything at once. So you're going to have to trust yourself that over time, you're going to gradually get better. So when you start off simple so you don't create a distracting video that's unwatchable, and just take one element at a time. And the second reason you want to keep it simple is, and this is the most important reason, is so you can maintain consistency. In YouTube, consistency is huge. If you're posting once every 3 months and then 5 months, you're probably not going to grow as a YouTuber. So you want to stay as consistent as possible and really reduce the barrier basically to creating your videos. Now I'm not saying make crappy videos. Like this video, for example, is considered an easier video for me because I'm not going heavy into too many lightings and graphics and too much research. Like I'm taking it simple and I'm making sure that I can stay up to date with my weekly plans, my weekly videos. So stay simple, keep it consistent, and don't burn out, because the moment you burn out, you're going to resent the activity and you might let it go, which is the ultimate losing situation. Now the second tip, and that kind of goes along with tip number 1, is to make sure your videos get 1% better every single time. So over the course of the year, you might have 50 to 100 videos at a time, and if you're getting 1% better every single time, you're going to improve very quickly and very dramatically over the year. So just with that, you're going to be able to focus on a single element. So let's say my audio is a little echoey this time. So maybe next time I might put up blankets on the walls to make sure that the audio doesn't echo. Then let's say my lighting is off. Maybe I want to experiment with that. If you see, a lot of my videos have different angles, different views, different lighting, and I'm just trying to get a feel for what I'm trying to do. And you can see that in my videos. So just like that, you have to experiment. You have to understand that you might not get all the views that you want in the beginning, but over time it's going to work its way up. So I'm not even looking at the views, I'm not looking at how many subs I get. I mean, I'm looking at it, but I'm not chasing it. I'm not crying over, oh, I didn't get a subscriber today, or I'm not getting enough views on these videos. The first part is to learn for myself and get gradually better so that in a couple of months, I can look back and think, wow, the amount of improvement I've gained is phenomenal. So I look at my first video, and this is just 2 months in, and I see, okay, I got animations, I got this and that, but then there's elements that are very distracting that I didn't think about at the time. And now in hindsight, I've learned all these things. I've improved to a point where I can look back and think, hey, I can improve on that point. That point is gone, I don't need to worry about that, and then move on to the next video. The third lesson I learned is to have multiple videos ready to go in case you're having an off week. Now, every week I've been basically sitting down, recording, editing, uploading, and repeating that cycle every week. But if for some reason I'm not able to record 1 week, well then I'm in a bit of a trouble because I don't have a backup. And just like any properly configured computer system or employment system has redundancies, so if one fails, you have a backup, you need to do that with your videos. You need to have a couple of different recorded sessions so that you can create a video out of it at a moment's notice and upload it if there's unforeseen circumstances that basically come out of nowhere. You know, that's what unforeseen circumstances means. Look at the dictionary. And if you're even more diligent, you can get an entire video recorded, produced, edited, and ready to go, and just keep that on standby in case you ever need it. One thing I've learned with this is you never know when there's some unforeseen circumstances that just come out of nowhere and you'll never expect it. Or you're gonna have a day where you just don't want to record, you don't want to edit, and we have those days. You will have those days. No matter where you're working, you're gonna have off days, and you need to have something ready somewhere that you can show up whenever you need. Now my next tip goes kind of along with my last tip, where you want to create videos in a batch. So you're gonna sit down and have recording sessions and basically record a couple so you have a backup when you need it. Or you can create maybe 4 and be done with recording for the rest of the month. So being able to batch videos together and record together gives you the opportunity to have spaces in your timeline so you can spend more time researching and creating higher volume or higher quality videos later on. Now the fifth and probably the most important tip I've learned is how to research and come up with ideas. And this is probably the single thing I've struggled with the most and was probably the reason I never got into YouTube prior to starting. So my biggest fear was, okay, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to feel credible about. I don't know what to say. So what did I do? I started just looking up videos on YouTube. Now one tip I always see is just use YouTube's autofill to get an idea of what topics are trending, what topics are interesting, and what are really searched for, and then just go off of that. But I'd like to take it a step further. Now I've heard this saying, good artists make art, great artists copy art, or something like that. And essentially the idea is you look at something, you don't copy it directly, you just put your own take into it. So let's say I go on YouTube, I do the autofill method, I see what's trending, and then I look up some videos from Ali Abdaal or Thomas Frank. They have some great videos on productivity and study techniques. So what I like doing is going through those videos, coming up with questions I have during those videos, and kind of creating an organized structure of the video. So I know exactly how the video took place, but I'm not copying the words. I'm not copying any of the information. I'm just getting an idea, I close it out, and I don't look at the video again. That way, I'm not copying the video. You know the whole concept of not plagiarizing and then you look at something and you can't think of anything except what was written? So I hate that. It's like an internal bias thingy going on. So what I like doing is watching these videos that are like 10 minutes long. So there's no way I would remember all the information, but I'll write the key point. Like, okay, the first section was about, I don't know, a Kindle. The second portion was about Pomodoro. The third section was about something else. Just writing these big ideas, going in and filling in everything all on my own. So I watch the video once and then I'm not copying it. I get an idea for what I may want to do, then I come up with a video. Another similar approach is go on Reddit, go on Medium, look at different articles, and maybe you'll come up with something from there. Now again, I like skimming through different videos or articles and then not looking back, just so I have a general idea and I'm not letting myself copy the material. I'm coming up with everything all on my own. Once I have my idea, I immediately pull out my phone, open up Notion, and if you've never used Notion before, I just made an essentials guide. I don't know where it's gonna pop up, but check that out right after this video. It's a great app, it's amazing. But anyways, I pull up the app, I write down all my notes, whatever thoughts come in my head from the article, whatever. So based on how difficult the topic is, I'll rank it in order, and then whenever I need an idea, I have this repository full of ideas. Depending on how much time I have, how much research is needed, I can go through the easy, medium, hard topics and basically always have these topics ready to go. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It really means the world to me that you guys are sticking through these videos, and I would really appreciate a subscribe. It means the world to me as a new YouTuber. And check out this Notion video or this Kindle video. This video is great, this video is great, and this video is great. So hit that like and subscribe.